trip in Chiang Mai, I am staying at the ASTRA Condominiums. It is an apartment. Now for this particular trip I looked into apartments as well as hotels. In the end decided on an apartment due to the flexibility because I'm staying here for just over 2 weeks. Just thought it would be nicer to have an apartment with a kitchen, washing facilities, that do laundry, and just the flexibility really. So picked an apartment. Nice thing about where we've picked our apartment is on the main road. So this is just outside of Old City, the Old City in Chiang Mai, which is literally a square. And on this particular road we've got the Shangri-La Hotel tour where we've just got their dim sum. But if you keep walking up this road, it's all the famous night bazaars that Chiang Mai is famous for. So up this road we've got a couple of night bazaars and we've been visiting them each night, and I will share that with you. And also from here, walking distance to Old City and to the Ping River as well. Our daily coffee place in the apartments, which is really great to have somewhere very quick and easy to go to for coffee. And our first go-to place when we arrived at the apartments at 7 a.m. What would you like? My apartment that I'm staying at for the next 2 weeks is in building block B. So there's 2 building blocks to the ASTRA condos, A and B, and we are in B. It is a 1-bedroom apartment that I am going to share with you. So the first thing is that we've got a key card to get in. Welcome to the apartment. So this is the apartment. It's got 1 bedroom with a living area. Now the first thing I will mention is it was and is a lot smaller than expected. When we looked at the pictures it looked a fair size for 2 people, but actually I would say this is really a living space for 1 person. But I'll show you around and you can see. So here, as you can see, we have the TV stand with the coffee table right next to it and the sofa. And we've got a dining area over here, kitchen table and kitchen facilities and it's very well equipped. It's got the plates, bowls, cutlery that you need, knives, forks, everything. Fridge and some cooking utensils as well, so pots and pans and an electric cooker and an all-important washing machine as well, which has actually been quite handy during this trip. Going through over here, we have bedroom. Now in the pictures, this bed and bedroom looked a lot bigger, but it's quite small. I would say this is a 1-person double bed, and it's not for 2 people, definitely. What's quite nice though is the view of the city. Bedroom, so it's quite nice to sit here and open up the blinds in the morning and look out over Chiang Mai. Now, depending on the building block you are in and on which side determines the view that you get, and I would say this is the worst of the 2 views, and it's not bad at all, so considering I'm saying it's the worst. But I would recommend being on the other side of the building because the views over towards the Shangri-La Resort, Old City, etc. is much nicer than on this side, but I'm still not complaining on here. Then we have the bathroom. Before I get to the bathroom, I am going to mention about the bed now. Normally when I look on Airbnb, so first of all, this apartment was booked via Airbnb and the host was really helpful, no issues there, and very explicit on the instructions on checking in, etc. The one thing that we hadn't picked up from the reviews was how hard the bed was. So I mentioned it's quite a lot smaller, but the main thing that I noticed as soon as I sat on here was just how stiff. I do believe that's quite common for this area of this part of the world, but I actually struggled, and as I went back through the reviews, I saw that a few people had mentioned how hard it is, and it is quite hard. So I often find myself waking up in the night just to reduce the stiffness on one side. Now, bathroom. Perfectly fine bathroom. Rain shower, you've got 2 attachments. So someone like me who doesn't always like to get my hair wet, I don't always use the rain shower, I can use the other attachment. And sink, mirror, and they were really good. They provided us with toothbrushes, toothpaste, and also washing up powder for the laundry, snacks. So they were really good in what they offered with the apartment. The only downside I would say to this bathroom is some parts of the day you get a smell of this sewage smell, which isn't great. Unfortunately, again, this is quite common in Chiang Mai with how the sewers are and the drainage and the pipes. Not sure how they construct them, but unfortunately, that's how it goes. And last thing to say is it's more than adequate, the apartment. The ASTRA condos, lovely rooftop pool, perfectly adequate gym as well, which I'll share with you. Coffee shop downstairs. But I would say if you are coming here, I would say one person is fine, a 1-bedroom apartment. If it's 2 or more, I would get a larger apartment. They do have apartments that are 2 bedrooms and much larger than this. And that was the only negative for me. I feel that we just do not have enough space for the 2 of us. And to put the size of the apartment into context, the whole of this space is probably, well, it is about the size of my living room at home. And therefore you can imagine adjusting to this for 2 people, kitchen, living space, bedroom, bathroom, quite an adjustment, but very good value for money. So this has costed about £450 for just over 2 weeks. And as I mentioned, the amenities you get are great, therefore really not complaining. Now, despite the fact that we do have an apartment for over 2 weeks, for this night, we've decided to have a bit of luxury and go to the Meridien hotel, which is just up the road for one night for New Year's Day to celebrate my husband's birthday and have a bit more space. And we're taking this there.
How many times have we walked this road?
Oh, on average twice a day, I would say, and we've been here 5 days and sometimes more, so we've walked this quite a bit, and it's a good, I'd say it's about 10 to 15 minutes depending on how far along we've got from our hotel towards Old City. Actually, it's in the morning. I don't burn the same amount of calories, but checking in, Selena Elliott. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
So.
As I travel a lot for work, as you all know if you watch my videos, usually I'm travelling for work. I've collected quite a few Marriott points, and I've used that on this trip to redeem 1 night stay at the Marriott in Chiang Mai. It's the Le Meridien in Chiang Mai. Really nice hotel, great first impressions. They take your luggage, they're going to send the luggage up to the room. Check-in was really fast and smooth as well. The rate when you redeem points doesn't include breakfast, but there's so much food choices here, so we're not too fast. In addition, being a Marriott Point Silver member, I get 10% off any food and beverages while I'm staying here too. And I'm checked in now, so I am going to make my way to my room. This is my room at the Marriott in Chiang Mai. Looking looking good so far. Space. To explain, of course, well, we've booked the apartment for just over 2 weeks, but it is great and it's great value for money, but what I'm finding is the bed is quite hard and just having space, and I realise on holiday I quite enjoy having space when I come back to my room or apartment just to relax and spread out, and I'm finding the apartment is a bit too cramped and the bed is a bit uncomfortable for me, so we really wanted a night away with a much bigger bed, which is great. You can actually spread out, got a nice couch, and it was for free as well. It's not for free, I work hard for these points.
Wow.
Look at that, wow. Look at that view. I knew there was a mountain here.